Generate a clean product mockup in Gemini, export it as a YouTube thumbnail, and there's a small sparkle logo sitting in the corner that makes it instantly look unfinished. Add one specific line to your prompt before you generate, and that same image comes out with the watermark pushed into a strip you can crop away in 5 seconds, leaving a completely clean image behind. Here's why this actually works instead of just cropping blindly and hoping for the best. Gemini always places its visible watermark in the same fixed spot, the bottom right corner, at a predictable size relative to the image resolution. Because the position never moves, you can control where that watermark lands before the image is even generated instead of fighting it after the fact. That's the entire method in one sentence. Control the placement up front, then remove a clean, predictable strip. Before we go further, like this video, drop a comment with what you're generating that needs a clean export, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one on getting more usable output out of tools you already have. I only share methods I've actually tested myself, so every step here came from real generations, not a theory. Start with the prompt level trick, because this is the cleanest method and it requires no extra software at all. At the very end of your image prompt, after describing what you actually want, add a line asking for a solid black border along the bottom edge, covering roughly 5% of the total image height. Gemini pushes the watermark into that border strip because that's where the bottom edge of the image now sits. Generate the image, then open it in literally any basic photo editor, even the cropping tool built into your phone, and cut off that bottom strip entirely. What's left is the original image with zero watermark and zero visible editing, because you never touched the actual content, only the border you asked it to add in the first place. Now, the mistake almost everyone makes with this exact method, so listen closely here. People assume once that visible sparkle logo is gone, the image is now completely untraceable as AI generated, and that assumption is wrong. Underneath the visible logo, Gemini also embeds something called Synth ID, an invisible signal built directly into the pixel data itself, not a stamp sitting on top of the image. It survives cropping, resizing, compression, and resaving in a different file format, since it was engineered to survive exactly those actions. Cropping the corner removes what a viewer sees. It does nothing to what a detection system reads, and platforms increasingly check for that signal automatically on upload. If your goal is a clean-looking thumbnail, this method solves that completely. If your goal is making the image pass as non-AI content somewhere that matters, that's a different problem, and this method was never going to solve it, because the visible logo was never the actual identifier. For images you've already generated without planning ahead, there's a second method that works after the fact. Several free browser-based tools now reverse the exact math Gemini uses to apply the visible watermark, since it's added through a semi-transparent overlay rather than baked destructively into the pixels underneath. Upload the already generated image, the tool detects the logo's position and size automatically based on your image's resolution, and reconstructs what was underneath it. This matters for older exports sitting in your folders that you didn't plan around when you first generated them, since going back and regenerating everything from scratch isn't always realistic.
One more practical detail worth knowing before you build this into your workflow. The watermark size actually scales with your image resolution. A smaller logo on standard exports, a noticeably larger one on high-resolution generations. If you're batch processing a folder of exports at different sizes for different platforms, don't assume one crop percentage works for every file. Check the actual proportion on a couple of samples first before automating the rest. I test new AI deals every week, and if a new free method comes out, you'll see it here first. Next video, I'm walking through the exact prompt structure I use to generate a full batch of clean, on-brand thumbnails in one sitting, so you can copy the format and stop rebuilding your prompt from scratch every single time.